Thank you, Acting Administrator White. Thank you for your service and all you do for highway safety across all our nation's roadways. You're spot on with all your comments, and we can't thank you enough for participating and helping us kick off this incredible week of Crash Responder Safety Week. So here you see the proclamation, ladies and gentlemen. It's so wonderful to see over 260 practitioners and others joining us here today. Our proclamations are a very big deal, as a lot of you know, and we push hard to get more and more of them done, whether they're governor, mayoral, or other organization entities that produce a proclamation. So thank you so much. These are the areas, the bullets that are committed to the proclamation this year, and that later on here today we're going to be able to all participate and sign this proclamation. Next slide. So again, my name is Jim Austrich. Most of you know me. I want to do a shout out to my fellow program managers, Paul Joden and Joe Tebow, that could not join us today, but are integral to the success of the Traffic Incident Management Program Office across all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and Puerto Rico. Next slide. The committees that we had that was developed or organized, I want to say 3 years ago now, or 4 years ago now, are comprised of the associations that you see here to the right, and many of them are on with us today. And a big shout out to all of them, because without them, all the work that we do to educate and do outreach to the public about the importance of traffic incident management, line of duty deaths, etc., would not be possible. Next slide. So here you see a unified message in red: responder ahead, reduce your speed as you proceed. That is our theme this year. Most of you know this by now, but if you don't, this is a great opportunity during this week. And as Administrator White even said, you know, every day of the week we can promote the safety and honor actually the work that our responders do to ensure that all of us get to go home at night. Here you see the chronology of this week's themes, starting from the left today, our kickoff, and then driver education tomorrow, responder training, more than a crash on Thursday, and on Friday, slow down, move over. And we'll get into that a little bit more here shortly. Next slide. So Monday, here we are, and there's so many things that states do, organizations do, as I said, some new innovations to reach the public, whether it's in-person activities or social media. But these are just some of the things that you can do that we encourage you to do, obviously, and want you to do. The more the word gets out, the more we can one day get to that magic number of zero line of duty deaths. Next slide. Again, proclamations. You heard me mention this. This is a big deal. Obviously, with an election year and at least two major hurricanes and other natural disasters and whatnot, there has been a little bit of a downtick in proclamations, but we don't worry because we know that the work that's being done out there is still very strong. And we thank all of you that have put together proclamations for 2024. I'll definitely give a shout out to Wisconsin alone, who has been very strong and this year developed 22 mayoral and county executive proclamations for Wisconsin. Next slide. Tuesday, what do we do on Tuesday? Tuesday, and this is an area that's gaining more and more momentum. You're going to hear one of our presenters talk about the increasing engagement with our young drivers. So driver education is a big deal, and we need to pursue this every year, every day, actually, working with our Department of Motor Vehicles or Motor Vehicle Administrations, however you refer to them. Next slide. Wednesday, the training. We've had what we call mass trainings, states that have in advance set up mass training events during this week, have set goals to train X number of responders in their state, and this continues on. The number above that you see there, 750,000, is a strong number, but we still have a ways to go. And so we ask you all to continue to participate and promote the National TIM Training Program. Next slide. Thursday, it's more than a crash. Here it's simply, this using social media or whatever media you choose. This is the day to explain what traffic management is and why it matters to the motoring public. Consider adding links and videos, testimonials, and like I said, other in-person events. And there are many strategies and tools that are out there that states employ. Next slide. Friday, slow down, move over. All 50 states, the District of Columbia and the District of Columbia have a move over law. If you might find it surprising, but a lot of our motorists, a lot of states, the motorists are unaware of what that move over law is. Yes, you heard me correctly. And so that is not acceptable. We need to educate our motorists, as I said, our young drivers, to understand what the move over laws are and the applicable. Some states have what we call driver removal, which is basically if there's no one injured or the injured have been transported off the scene of a crash, that drivers can on their own move the vehicles. So articles, you see the two bullets here. The messaging is the same. You've got to push and push and push to get this information out to the public. And we're prepared here at FHWA to support you in any way we can. Next slide. Be a Crash Responder Safety Week ally in action. I am now going to ask you, we're going to participate in a couple of Mentimeter exercises to capture information from you, as well as share information. And that's what this is all about. So if you would scan the QR code, and this is an area where your logo, different content materials, we look for you to share. And this is a very important piece of the webinar today, and there's going to be another one here shortly. Next slide. who are just some of the current CRSW allies in action. This covers a number of them, but obviously there are many, many, many others. And the national roadway safety strategy that was signed by Secretary Buttigieg in January 22 has a lot to do with this, and states have bought into this and are participating, which is something we're very happy to see.